Today on Live Daily News, a store on Sunset Drive is closing their doors, Unidad Park has reopened, and Central fans can see a familiar face at San Angelo Stadium tomorrow. I'm James Bellini, and this is Live. We'll get to the news in a minute, but first, the weekend is incoming, and you can catch all the collegiate and NFL action at the ArcLight Bar and Grill, located inside the Clarion Hotel at 441 Rio Concho Drive. The ArcLight has the largest video wall in West Texas, in addition to 20 other flat-screen TVs to keep up with your alma mater, your favorite team, or keep up with all the games for your fantasy team. The ArcLight Bar and Grill also has daily drink specials and specials from the kitchen. The ArcLight Bar and Grill, located inside the Clarion Hotel at 441 Rio Concho Drive in San Angelo. Starting things off, Unidad Park has reopened after it was closed down for a couple days for maintenance. Crews shut down the park to repair the ground material, but after the 2 days of closing for curing time, they have opened back up for children to go play before it gets too cold outside. Speaking of, they have closed the splash pad as of October 15th, and it will remain closed until spring. Big Lots on Sunset Drive is closing for good as part of a nationwide shutdown. The San Angelo location is one of 56 locations the retailer added to their closed list as it files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Big Lots has been slowly adding stores to their closed list, which is now close to 300 stores altogether. The company reached a deal and is looking like it will be acquired by Nexus Capital Management. Big Lots still could be looking at other locations to close as well as part of their restructuring effort. Have you downloaded the San Angelo mobile app yet? It's free and it's the best app in the business. Download it off the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store to stay up to date with news in San Angelo. And the Central Bobcats are playing Mojo tomorrow at San Angelo Stadium, and some Bobcat fans might realize a familiar face on the Permian sideline during the game. Former Central standout Sam Singleton makes his return to San Angelo, but he'll be wearing black and white as he is the assistant defensive backs coach at Odessa Permian. Singleton played running back and defensive back for Central from 1994 to 1996, and he set a school record in the 400-meter dash at the San Angelo Relays. Mojo takes on the Bobcats tomorrow at 7 p.m. here in San Angelo. Into weather, if you haven't realized, a cold front blew through and brought amazing weather. Right now it's 94 degrees outside with a high of 77 and a low tonight around 55. Tomorrow we'll have increasing clouds throughout the day and the high will be 77 with a low tomorrow night at right about 62. Saturday and Sunday will be mostly cloudy out with highs around 80 and lows in the 60s, and it looks like those rain chances have all but cleared out for now. When we come back, Bob Bluthardt with Fort Concho is here, and Ryan Chadwick spoke with Craig Slaughter and linebacker Ethan Michaelwicz yesterday at the Wallhawks practice. But first, a word from the Bass Bunch.
$59,999 for a new Ford Expedition XLT. Get a full-size 3-row seating SUV for the family that needs a lot of room. Equipped with a moonroof, second-row captain seats, along with many more features, make it the absolute perfect SUV. You can only get deals like this at Jim Bass Ford, Houston Hart and Arden Road, or shop 24/7 at bassbunch.com, or use this QR code. Yep, the one on my shirt.
All right, joining me is head coach of the Wallhawks, Craig Slaughter, ahead of their district matchup against Coahoma. Coach, coming off of a big win last week, this offense continues to roll. It almost seems like you continue to get better each week. Just give me your overall thoughts on your chances against Coahoma.
Dude, first, speaking to the offense, just so impressed, man. Launderholm and those coaches and those kids, man, the execution, just every day at practice looks better and better. You know, just adding new wrinkles looks good. We knew coming into the district we're one of the top teams, and you got to go prove it week by week. That's what makes it fun, and looking forward to a packed house here Friday night. Let's play our tail off.
Now, Landon York has really come into his own as a quarterback too. It really seems like he's embraced that spread. Had 2 incompletions last week, went 20 for 22. That'd be a record at any other level, but just talk about him and his growth and how he's really just connected to this wide receiver group.
Dude, again, coming into the year, we felt very strong about what we thought Landon could do. Landon has exceeded, how strong I thought he could play. And again, especially the schedule we played. And, we're 7 games into this, and just his comfort level is amazing. His knowledge is awesome. His weapons are awesome. And his O-line is absolutely incredible, And again, credit to Landon, so many young quarterbacks, they want to hold the ball. And, you know, man, he makes a decision, you know, a read, and that ball comes out, throwing it to a really good athlete, you know, with a good play design by that offensive staff. And, you know, Landon is just looking absolutely amazing. So super proud of him where he's at.
Now, on the defensive side of the ball, you saw me talking to Michaelwicz over here. I appreciate that, by the way. It seems like this vaunted Wall defense has kind of embraced the fact that y'all do not control time of possession very much anymore. I asked him, I was like, do y'all ever get tired? And, of course, he was like, nah, we're always ready for it, whatnot. But tell me how that transition's been. Like, being the defensive guy yourself, like, just dealing with having an offense who can score so fast, how do you keep those guys ready to go, especially if they're playing both ways?
Hey, you know, one, we have the luxury. We don't have a ton of two-way guys. You know, when again, that's a Wall luxury. I know a lot of schools our size have to deal with that. Now we definitely have some, but you know, you got to play them into shape. You know, throughout as you get here, I do think what I like about it, it's more possessions. You know, which is again. If you worry about the scoreboard too much, you may think we're giving up more points or whatever. But you know, we have a deep roster. You know, and you get to incorporate more of those kids. You know, you want all your kids feeling a huge part of it, but they feel a huge part of it when they get to play. You know, 5 or 10 plays. You know, and again, it definitely. You know, we have a little rotation. You know, and we instead of 4 or 5 possessions a half, sometimes you get into rotations 7 and 8. You know, so you get to play a lot of kids, develop your team.
Now let's talk about Coahoma just for a minute here. They come off a really tough loss to Great Creek, and I bet you that in that locker room that they had a bit of a come to Jesus moment after that loss. And all credit goes to Great Creek for playing, you know, an absolutely fantastic ball game. But headed into this one, you have to know that they're going to come correct and give y'all their best shot. What's the mindset for the guys and the coaching staff on beating these guys?
Hey, they have had a good enough season. You know, I mean, it's not like you're trying to convince them, you know, that they, you know, just had a bad week last week and got picked off. But we know they're a quality football team. You know, the first huddle note I sent out on Saturday morning was, we know we will get these guys best effort. You know, when you watch them play, you can tell they're just tough kids. And just like we would respond, you know, when it didn't maybe go our way, or, you know, hopefully you get it going at some point and you take control of the game. But if we didn't and it didn't go our way, you know, I'm hoping that, I just know our kids would respond on fire, you know, play to our best ability. And I fully expect to see Coahoma absolutely, you know, at their max peak on a Friday night right here.
And Coach, they like to also throw the ball. What have the secondary linebackers been doing just to get ready to face another team with a lot of speed? You
know, Coahoma has an outstanding wide receiver, number 12. His name is Wells, is his name, and their quarterback is a kid named Boyd Cox. Just, they are a true 50-50. I mean, there is not a tendency I could give the kids, you know, on, hey, you know, this is what we're thinking here and here. And again, some weeks, you know, you try to do that. They're a true spread, very balanced. Just have some speed. Several receivers, you know, will get touches. I mean, it'll be we will have our hands full stopping them on Friday night for sure.
All right, Coach. Well, again, good luck this weekend and go get another district win.
Sounds good to me. Let's do it.
Okay, joining me is Ethan Michaelwicz, middle linebacker for this vaunted Wall Hawks defense, ahead of the matchup against Coahoma. It's a district game, man. Just tell me what the overall strategy and mindset is to the defense going into this one.
We definitely want to stop their passing game. We know that they have a few key receivers and a good quarterback that can throw the ball. And we're also looking at their running back that we know that can run the ball very well.
Now, this Wall defense has pretty much built a reputation of just being very tough, very mean. You don't let a lot of points into the end zone, and y'all are ball hawks. Like, what is your favorite part about playing what essentially is one of the most important positions on that defense?
I think it's a great spot for me. I know very football-minded, and we got a lot of kids that are also very football-minded and just get the job done. I think it's a great position for me.
Do you ever try to get in the opponent's head when you make a tackle early? Let's say that Coahoma's running back comes up the middle and you just take him out early. Is there anything that you try to do to psych him out?
I definitely want to let him know that it's going to be happening all night. That's going to be one of the things that we're going to hit him hard all night, and he's going to get it. He's going to feel it in the morning.
All right, so I was going to ask a question about the offense now. It's new. Y'all are running the spread. Have you noticed a difference in the tempo of how the defense plays just because of how quickly this offense can score now?
It's definitely a little bit different. I remember last year we got long breaks with the triple option just marching down the field for a really long time. But yeah, I definitely think we're getting some more playing time this year.
All right, man. Last one here for me. Shout out some of the guys that make this defense run.
Brylan White and Lane Stansberry. Lane's really stepped up this year as a first year. Gavin Sisson, he's also stepped up first year. He's playing all the time at Hawk linebacker. And Briggs Jones coming back has really helped.
Yeah, I was about to say, Briggs being out, what was it, an elbow?
Yes, sir, UCL.
And well, it's good to have his speed back. But good luck this weekend, man, and I hope you get another district win.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, brother. That was awesome.
It's hard to believe how reckless some people can be and how hard they fight against real victims. You need a partner who consistently beats the Giants and who will never, ever flinch.
What's up, everybody? I'm James Bellini here with Bob Bluthardt from Fort Concho. Bob, how we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Holidays are here. Halloween is right around the corner. We got something going on.
We do. This is the second, actually third, of our Halloween events, and we're going to have a murder at Fort Concho. Now, don't get excited. No one's going to get murdered, but
it'd be a great story for us.
Oh, it'd be a wonderful story for you, and it would be the end of my career. We're going to have a make-believe murder, all based upon the board game Clue. If you're familiar with that, it's a game where you seek out the clues from various parties and try to figure out who did the murder. So there's going to be a murder at Fort Concho by a historic personage, and then you can come to the Visitor Center at Barracks 1 tonight. No correction, today's Thursday, isn't it? It is Thursday, so it's tomorrow. I get my day straight. Tomorrow and Saturday, from 7 to about 9:30, go to the Visitor Center at Barracks 1, 630 South Oaks. Get your briefing papers and your map, and you can go station to station and talk to men and women in dress of the period and try to figure out who did the murder. And we'll have some free bottled water and cookies to keep you going. And it is a fundraiser for us, so it'll be $10 for Fort members. Hint, hint, you save a few dollars. And $12 for everybody else. It's a lot of fun, and usually polls a couple of hundred people or more, so we're looking forward to it.
All right. Sounds like a lot of fun. I've played Clue a lot.
Well, last year was the chaplain. I never did trust him. So we'll have to see who it is. Might it be the colonel? Might it be one of the captains? Maybe it's one of the laundresses. Who knows? They never tell me. I guess they figure I'll blab it or something.
All right.
So,
You said it's historical.
They're all based on real historical people. Now, obviously, there wasn't a murder either then or now, but we make that up just to fit the historic time period.
Can you give us the time period the
Well,
murders from?
It's in the 1870s.
Okay.
The fort was active from 1867 to 1889, so we try to hone in on the 1870s and early 1880s, which is when most of the fun stuff happened. So
all right,
you'll just have to show up and pay your money and eat your free cookie and wander around and see what happens.
Well, take the kids out and have some fun, right?
It is. That's pretty much for young adults, regular adults. It's probably not good for anyone under the age of 8 or 9. I mean, maybe that'd be about the limit.
Because you can stay home and play Clue if you want.
There you go. You do it on your own. There you go.
All right, and we have a couple other things coming up too, right?
We do. On Saturday, October 26th, we're going to celebrate a holiday I'm sure everybody is aware of, National Mule Day.
All right.
Yeah. And you just said, oh, yeah, of course, I know National Mule Day. Well, it was created to honor, among other things, George Washington's efforts at breeding mules. He was a big agriculturalist and was the father of mule husbandry. And we're going to celebrate that. We have a mule on duty at our Living History Stables at the intersection of Flipper and Burgess Streets. And there's no charge for this one. We'll have the mule on duty, and we'll have some children's activities and may read a story or two. So if you're in the neighborhood, drop on by from 10 to 3 on Saturday, October 26th.
All right, and we have one more.
Well, the big one, the granddaddy of them all, the Christmas event. Now,
yes, sir.
It may seem even these days when the temperature still remains in the 70s and the 80s, but I'll guarantee you if we do Christmas at Fort Concho, we'll knock about 30 degrees off that temperature.
Right.
We are seeking volunteers in a variety of manners. First, if you have any talent, music, dancing, singing. We would love to have you as one of the entertainers, either in the barracks or the chapel area. Call our main office at 481-2646 and we'll get you scheduled. If you got a group, musical group, singing group, choir group, all we can offer is a free admission and a free bottle of water, but hey, better than nothing, and you get a chance to strut your stuff in front of your fellow citizens in the audience. We're also seeking volunteers for ticket booths, for the soda booths, the promotion tables. These are 2 and 3 hour shifts from Friday afternoon, evening, Saturday all day, Sunday morning and afternoon. Give us a holler. Again, 481-2646, and we'll relay to the volunteer person. And again, you get a free bottle of water and a opportunity to be on the grounds free all day long.
All right. That is a big Christmas event, though. You got
it's 750 volunteers. It's between 10 and 13,000 guests. They come from 15 states, 75 Texas communities, a couple of foreign countries. It's the biggest thing we do, and of course is our major fundraiser for the year, so we depend on it to balance the budget and keep the place open and do a lot of free stuff all year long.
It's that first weekend of December.
Always the first full weekend of December, which this year is a little later than normal, December 6, 7, and 8. Don't drop by the weekend before because we'll be probably putting things together.
All right. Well, anything else we got going on?
I think that about covers it. We are in the home stretch of opening up our new barracks there, Barracks 3 and 4, and a portion of those will be open during the Christmas event for folks to see. We also, speaking of Christmas, have sponsorship opportunities open. So if you'd like to support the event, get your name out there and get some free tickets, give us a holler, 481-2646, and we'll take care of you.
All right. Well, Bob, thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.
All right. Back to you guys.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Conno's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Conno's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Conno stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Conno's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
Thank you for watching the Live Daily News Show, the only locally owned news show in the Concho Valley. Go like us on Facebook, X, and other social media platforms, and download the San Angelo Live mobile app to stay up to date with news from in and around the Concho Valley. Thanks again, and Cover One returns tomorrow.